this BS. Look at it.
You tightening it.
Y'all, my nuts.
You have so many of them.
Just 2.
Hi, I'm Gregory.
Hi, I'm Ray.
And this is the other Improv.
We would like to mention Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture put out an ad about loving your hair and the hair struggle. It opens with a fairly light in tone woman of color with a really fine hair texture. Gets through things in my hair. It's just really difficult. Okay, let me not minimize her struggle. Switch to the white woman with red hair. Like, I've dyed my hair like 6 times.
It's fine, do you?
Like, that's cool.
Exactly.
Like, if
it
this
was Tresemme,
Garnier,
Fructis,
Pantene,
all of them. But this is Shea Moisture you did.
And I know exactly who be buying Shea Moisture. At the end, they did a little collection, small videos, and in those videos, I can count on 3 fingers how many black people were in it.
I feel like they started off with the girl who was of lighter complexion because it's like an in-between type situation. Now, this brings the topic of fair-skinned people being on TV. Feels the minority gap, but the fairness of your skin, how your face is set up, is more so European. I'm not dissing the people who are of lighter complexion because you were born that way. It's more about the brand picture rather than you yourself.
And when you black, you black, you know?
Exactly. That's what they did with Rosa Parks.
What about Rosa?
Before Rosa Parks, there was this other woman. Her name was... They instigated this movement. They wanted to do a Rosa Parks because she was more fair skinned, and then they thought that the white people would take more sympathy because she was more fair skinned rather than this young girl who was dark skinned.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just learned me something.
It's crazy.
They couldn't fit it into the 28 days out of February, so I didn't learn that.
Anyway, we talk about hair today.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Just got a lot of feelings came to the surface. Just to bring it back around to Shea Moisture. Their apology was beautiful.
It really was though.
Y'all, after that, I would like to see my kinky type 4C hair represented.
You really can break it down type like that?
Yeah, like a 3A, 3B is the girl who was represented in the first frame. So switch to me, the more kinky end of the hair spectrum, less curl. So like your hair, like my hair. Good hair is healthy hair, okay? It's not about the texture. Watch a YouTube video or 2, pull up a Pinterest account, learn how to take care of your hair, and you too can have good hair, you know?
Because it's sounding better.
Yeah. But, oh, that makes such a difference.
See, look, it's crazy. A little technology,
Yeah,
not
beautiful,
technology.
beautiful. How do you feel about your hair, Gregory?
I got my locks right before I went into high school. New year, new me. To like a predominantly white grade school from 3rd to 8th grade. I didn't want to do this drastic change to my hair because it would be like a lot of questioning, a lot of touching. So I was like, if I enter into a space already like this is already my status quo. And I always wanted a lot. I always felt a kinship to locks. Just knew that they would be good for me. And I was right. For some reason, when I first had them, they didn't grow on the sides. And I would go home like, Mom, it's not growing on the sides. It's not growing. So much so that they wouldn't lock up either. There would be like little BBs. So it'd be locked up top. My mom would twist the sides. It'd be like, it would be blended in so you can't really tell. So it looked like I did this haircut with my brother's friends. She was like, hey, Bieber.
Black Bieber.
One summer it grew. And then people thought that I put in fake hair. In the summer it grew.
That's
really. And then I cut off the sides because it's hot and I wanted to switch it up a little bit. But it's been a struggle.
I wanted locks for a second.
No, you cool with this.
I know. I stopped relaxing my hair junior year of high school. I've always kind of had an interesting relationship with my hair. There were times where it'd be like really bountiful and healthy. And then it'd be like next year, like, child, where your hair go? And I'd finally gotten into a place of just like, this is luscious and long and beautiful. And then I had a woman walk by and she had this humongous afro in a septum. And I was
so
like,
you now.
Do I love her? Do I want to be her? Settled for wanting to be her. I'm gonna transition my hair. Stopped getting relaxers. That was a rough period. I looked a mess for a year.
I mean, what?
That's all that I did.
I mean, like, you only looked a mess for 1 year.
Shut up. Finally, one night, I was like, tonight's the night. It's been a year. I can't take it. I just got in the bathroom and I just started cutting.
Cut it yourself?
Yeah. Nobody do my hair but me. Prior to me, like, cutting it off, I was like, dang, this hella hair under here. We finna cut it off and be bald. I could cut that bad boy off and I had this much hair. And I was like, I had to pretend. I sure was like, I cut my hair. My first style was such a fail. So I ended up wearing a scarf. When everyone saw me, we're like, oh my God, that really fits you. And that was enough to hype me up, keep it going. I still have a very interesting relationship with my hair where it's like, I love it and I'd love to see how big it gets, but I love to cut my hair. I just see scissors and I'm like,
If I didn't cut my hair, it would've been like down here.
It would've been good luck.
Nah, I'd be like irritated all the time. First started my life, I lavender oil water every day. Make sure that I put on my cap every day. Nowadays, do you?
Washing my hair was a full day's worth of thing. My little bonnet on at night, retwisted at night. I can't remember the last time I lived by that. Just in the bed, waking up like, dang, another night without a scarf. Also, again with Shea Moisture, TBH, we can use other products. I use Garnier sometimes. They got a good leave-in conditioner. I have one Shea Moisture product and it's my least favorite product. I'm not trying to slander y'all. I don't know whose hair type this works for, but it's not mine. And it works for somebody.
That commercial.
Frizzy, split, and breaking hair. I thought it would work for me because my hair's frizzy. Sometimes it's split and occasionally it breaks.
That is a pretty dope apology though. They started off with, wow, okay, marketing, you're fired.
Nobody in the office got kinky hair. Well, nobody gonna say nothing. Y'all was just gonna let it go to the floor.
I know y'all got those mass like surveys. Like, didn't y'all look at your data and a bunch of black people be using our stuff?
I don't wanna slander my people. But I can't. Pizza Hut done heard from me a million times. Then we just return it. Personally, I love it. I'm ignorant. Anywho, love your hair. Love yourself. Drink a lot of water.
Yeah. That's one thing I need to do again. But like, since you're in the city and
beautiful and a miracle, don't let the cyber world dictate you.
It's hot. I know everyone hates this word. Like, I'm moist.
I'm not gonna show any nipple though.